between the Los Angeles Rams and the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the kicker, Aldrick Rosas, ready to get us going. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Rams, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And what I saw in film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
The Vikings at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here we go. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Flushed out right. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there, it turned into a pretty nice little gain. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Pollard going to try the right side. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Pollard again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Or might he go for it?
Third and goal. Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Tony Pollard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And some room to work. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big run that time by Henry. Give him 42 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Olave over the middle. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half-yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about a little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Cedric Wilson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Ties the game at 7. Albert Rosas sets the kickoff.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is what they have to tell themselves. Don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
11.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 89 yards for it on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
11, empty, pace.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Rosas to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Rams 14, Vikings 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
11, Thomas.
On 2nd and 1, Burrow. And he will fire the open man. It's DJ Moore. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
They'll run left with Pollard. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they have everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
11 mighty.
Now Burrow.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard, and he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone, and now it'll be 4th and goal.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
On 1, ready?
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
On 1, ready?
They'll run forward with Pollard, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Tony Pollard, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wilson.
The pass caught by Olave.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Wilson.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
On 2, ready?
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Here we go.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Quick throw to Olave. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
to the 38.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
On third down, Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So stopping defensively to start this third quarter, just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
11, 11, 11. 11, 90. 11, 90.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And blocked down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take. 12, 12, 12.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a bandit.
Spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
11 Thomas.
Here's Burrow. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
12, 12.
From midfield now, Burrow. Caught by Trimble. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And the tight end is certainly in position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Burrow will throw. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Has a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Run for Pollard. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's where you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
11.
To throw on 2nd and 6. And it's caught. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Partner, a tie game in the 4th quarter. You and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Pollard. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And they'll run again. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 of the year. And the Vikings have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent 1st half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved up the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try to push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
11, 11, 11.
On 2nd and 7. Burrow firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Here's Pollard. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
11, 90. 11, 90.
Burrow looking to pass.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 43. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Pollard. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
176 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Yeah, they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he could turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Where 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Now we're first and 10 at the 11.
Here we go.
Here we go with Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Here we go. Here we go.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the